Katya just had her shower and I didn't realize she is not dressed up yet. Hello. Hello, Myra, Steven. Hi, everyone, and the others. Hi. So, the news, the 9th of May, and my personal situation. Why I called this video that my lover is gone. His boots no longer at my door. So today Sergei has come home for 5 hours. This is pretty long to say kind of goodbye, because they will be relocated somewhere from Kiev. So that really broke my heart, really, and I feel like I'm broken in many pieces right now. And I'm trying to put these pieces together and stay strong, but it doesn't help much. I wasn't showing my husband how he was, saying goodbye. I wasn't showing myself crying on this video, because his mother is watching this video and she doesn't speak English, so she wouldn't understand what I'm saying. But if she will see me crying and if she sees Sergei like this, she will understand what's happening. And so far, we decided not to tell her that he is relocated from Kiev. Well, I took it as a big drama, as a big tragedy at first, but Sergei tried to calm down me as much as possible. First of all, he said it's not going to happen today or even tomorrow or even in 2 days. It will happen within the week. And maybe it will not happen at all, but I doubt it, because there were rumors all the time before, but never before he was sent home to say goodbye. And another thing is that we don't know where exactly he's going to be. Of course, I'm very much worried, and I wish I could do something, and I hope he will come back. Oh, Kai, so beautiful! Look at her. She's so beautiful, girl. What else? As always, Mr. Fine said he doesn't need anything, that he's fine. So I don't know, these days I redonated your donations to so many people. Somebody's collecting money to buy a car, like a pickup. Somebody needs walkie-talkies. Somebody needs Teplavision device. Teplavision, no, sensor vision device. Gloves, something else. And he said, no, I'm fine. I don't need anything. We have everything. You should not develop corruption. We will be given everything needed, he said. I hope he will be given this. And we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen next. So this is the news number 1. Never before I was separated with him for such a long time. No, before children, before babies, I had been working as a foreign news correspondent from London. But this was like 3 weeks I was abroad, and then for 3 weeks I was coming back home. So I was absent for 3 weeks, and this is the longest time that we were separated. After kids arrived, we were not separated for more than 2 days, basically. Yeah, 2 days, that was maximum. Sometimes I was absent for 2 days when I was on a tour day, on a 2-day tour in the Chernobylsky zone. So I miss him already, even though I know that right now he is not far away from here, but I cannot see him, and I miss him a lot, because I love him a lot. I hope it's okay that I'm sharing this information with you, and Sergei, if it's not okay, I'm sorry, but I just have to tell people what's going on without giving more details. And another thing is that basically I asked Serhiy if it's possible for him not to go. And like legally it is possible, but morally for him it's not possible. So he just said that if he doesn't go to the front line, if he refuses to go over there, then he will stop respecting himself. So this is kind of the call of duty. And when I said, well, you have 3 children here, so this makes your case kind of exceptional. And he said, why is it more exceptional than the other guys whose children were not even born, for example, or whose wife was pregnant, or who didn't have even kids before because he is too young, for example. And he's right. And he said that each of the soldier of a warrior, of a defender of Ukraine, could find a reason not to go. And if we all start finding the reason not to go, then what's the point? Yes.
Але вони теж інколи будуть переходити по цукерки.
So yeah, it's very difficult for him, I understand. It's very difficult for me, and it's very difficult for my country. And my family is in far better situation than many other families in Ukraine. I can't imagine, those what feel those women who were raped, for example, by Russian soldiers, or whose children were raped in front of the mothers. What they have right now, in their hearts, it's really heartbreaking. It's not heartbreaking, it's something worse. My English is not enough to express, but you can think about it yourself. Yes. I have a candle lit for you today. Thank you. For the first time since the war has started, me with kids, we went to the church to light the candle. 3 candles for light. Well, another thing. Today is the 9th of May, the so-called Victory Day in Moscow. This day was, invented as a victory day over Nazi by Stalin propaganda in the Soviet Union. So Stalin didn't want to celebrate with Europe, with America. He wanted his own victory over Nazi Germany, and he insisted to celebrate the Victory Day on the 9th of May. And right now, Putin for years he was using this date for propaganda, because he was saying that Ukrainians are Nazi, they are anti-Russian. What does it mean? It means that if you are living in Ukraine and you say that you are Ukrainian, that means you are Nazi, because not Nazi Ukrainian is Russian. So he doesn't recognize Ukraine as a country, Ukrainians as a nation, Ukrainian language as a language, and so on. So whoever calls herself Ukrainian, like Asa, for example, she is Nazi, that means. So Victory Day, and he changed the senses, and by celebrating Victory Day, he's celebrating victory over Nazi, saying that all Ukrainians are Nazi, even though it's Putin who is Nazi, because they think that Ukrainian is not nation, so they say which nation is better than the other. Because Ukraine is not like this. We do not say that some nations are better than the others, and basically we don't need anyone else. We just want, we don't need the others' territories at all. So this date was very much used for this Russian propaganda, and we expected, military experts expected that by this date, Putin wanted, at first he wanted to take Kiev in just 2-3 days, then probably he wanted to take Ukraine by the 9th of May. This is the old Soviet tradition in the Second World War to dedicate the victories, some results on the battlefield to some dates. To dedicate anything special to, for example, October Revolution date anniversary that happened in October, or like to the 1st of May, a big celebration to the victories day. Something huge has to be dedicated to this huge date. So when the date was coming closer, it was becoming clear that there is nothing to celebrate for Russia because Ukraine keeps fighting, keeps resisting, and moreover, the world supported openly Ukraine, and Ukraine will win, and Putin will not win at all by the 9th of May. We expected that maybe he will do something terrible by the 9th of May, for example, like use nuclear weapon or chemical weapon, or whatever, or maybe we were saying that he will try to say something, from the stage, that we are a great nation because we did something, like, for example, took Mariupol or took Kiev or whatever. But there are no victories at all for Russia here, for Putin, so nothing happened. So from one side, nothing terrible had happened here, like nuclear attack didn't happen. For example, there was no really massive launch of missiles that we were expecting. Especially today. Well, today I wasn't thinking about it anymore because I was thinking more about Sergei than about Putin. But yesterday, yes, there was, the air was electrified and there was a lot of tension in the air. And on Saturday, for example, I even didn't go to the psychologist for my children because her office is on the other bank of the river, like in the other side of the city. And I decided to stay in my neighborhood, somewhere close to the shelter. So a lot of tension these days. But today, kind of nothing happened. People feel disappointed, I guess. I feel disappointed because on the other hand, we expected that on the 9th of May, something will happen that will make the situation more clear. So it's not only hard to be defeated, it's also hard not to understand when is it going to stop, when the war will be over, and when will we be living again normal lives. But it's not clear. So there is no clear victory of Ukraine, no clear victory of Russia, and it's not clear how long is it going to last. This useless, this senseless, this cruel war of Putin's Russian regime against Ukraine. So this is it.
Каша з Путіна. Все добре. А це каша з Путіна.
Thank you for your prayings. We hope for some miracles too, but
Він каже, що в них з'явився новий улюбленець.
most probably that miracle will not happen and we just have to win. Looks like now the West is giving us more weapons, more support. We are still waiting for military jets, of course, and for these heavy weapons, but they said they will give it to us. But you see, still there should be people who need to take the gun and shoot. And for now, Ukrainian people keep paying the highest price we are paying by our lives on the battlefield.
Ці от динозаври прогулюються. Це
Okay.
Чому? Так того, що він розтоптав, знаєш що? Цілого динозавра.
So I will not be sharing. Vicky said that her ex-husband was with Canada's armed forces many times. We had girls.
Він
Yeah, I will not be sharing the details with you neither, but I don't think that for now I'm sharing any sensitive details for you.
Тут морозова лубка, вона робить коктейлі з чого. Що коктейлі? Інші динозаври наїлись фруктів і не голодні.
Okay,
Це найгостріші.
thank you. I will try to keep faith and I will try to stay
А
strong.
вони не голодні.
I recently gave the interview to BBC5 and right now I will be given interview to somebody else. I don't remember who is going to be
Ага,
this media, but I guess I gotta go and join their Zoom link in like 10 minutes. So it was a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for your support. Stand with Ukraine and never give up. You see, it still continues, and yeah, unfortunately today it did not become clear what and when is going to happen next. So it all depends on us, on each of us. Okay, guys, goodbye. Thank you for your like buttons and so on. Bye bye.
Оцей от динозавр, який найбільше любить